Capricorn, you are starting the end of December off in a really great way. Some of you are going to feel more energy than you felt. If you've been feeling depleted, you've got something coming in, and I feel it's the planets that have been shifting around you. It could be an offer for some of you that's going to come from out of the blue, unexpected energy, unexpected something that says, you are moving in a new direction. It's giving confirmation that you're going to feel more secure in your own life, in your own self. And this feeling of liberation is going to come through for you guys. Now, this doesn't come without a lot of work and a lot of energy, but this is a grounded opportunity that you're going to jump on, and it's going to help you clear your plate, because I feel for a lot of you, you've been dealing with a lot of burden, a lot of heavy issues. This is looking at your finances, trying to finagle things and move things around, looking for new opportunity after new opportunity, getting a certification, looking at the education. Like, you've been so busy, and you're always busy. But you also may have been dealing with other people's burdens, especially those of you who are empaths, and you feel other people's energy, but maybe not able to identify it. As we start this new segment of December, this last 2 weeks of December, it's going to be amazing where this heightened intuition is going to come in, where you're going to stop and say, I get it. I get it. And this, for some of you, is something you've been working on 12 to 24 months. 12 to 24 months. It could be 12 to 24 years for some of you. But it's actually this beautiful moment of true unseen elements, unseen enlightenment, where you get it. You say, you know what? I hold the power. This empowerment is coming back to you. Now, I feel there was an ending that took place that created you, put you into a life transformation. So over the past 2 years, you've really been feeling this energy of reflecting back in time and looking at the people around you, and even some of them who have betrayed you, where you needed to end that situation. And it broke you down. It broke your heart. You had guilt. You felt like, did I do the right thing? You started questioning your own judgment. But through that ending and your transformation comes this amazing next 2 weeks where the enlightenment is going to be there, and it's going to move you into becoming more empowered, like I said. Understanding that you have the ability to work with the universe and create this positive new beginning. And it's going to start right around January 3rd. It's going to start right off in the beginning of January for those of you who have been working on trying to gain this enlightenment, listening to the inspirational videos and watching all of the free posts. Everything is like out there to awaken the global consciousness and create unity. You're going to be part of that group. You're going to be part of it. And you're going to feel better than you've ever felt in your entire life. It's a very big moment where whoever hurt you has kept you back, has held you back, but you had to heal from it. And that healing took a really long time. And I feel this was somebody very close to you, a family member, or a good friend that people respected. So you probably yourself respected them, because they're like a social pillar of strength and guidance. So that means they stand out in a crowd and they lead groups of people. This could be your career endeavor that is very influential in the world in general. So they may produce a product or service that helped people, especially if it's in the healing industry. But it didn't lead you down the right path. You felt overburdened and betrayed in this situation. And there is an apology coming in, and I feel for a lot of you, it's going to lead to this new opportunity coming right at the end of the year. So you may hear about this new offer, this new project, this new endeavor right after, just before the new year itself, like the last few days of the end of the month of December. This is a next 2 weeks. I say month because I'm calling this December reading, but the last 2 weeks of the month is this beautiful gathering of spiritual energy and spiritual messages that is going to propel you in a different direction. It's going to raise your confidence. It's going to make you feel like you have accomplished so much more than you thought. Now, when it comes to career projects around you, you guys have a new opportunity coming in that is going to make you feel secure. I don't feel it's going to start in the month of December. It could for a few of you, but I feel it's going to start between the 3rd and the 10th of January. It'll start in the first 2 weeks of January, where this new path is going to rebuild you. It's going to restore your faith in yourself, your security, your finances, and you've really had to weigh everything out. It's going to release all of that. So it's an incredible moment, especially those of you who are working for government or high official organizations. This is like a secure opportunity. So this may be funding to start a project, to build a community center, a nonprofit organization. It may not have anything directly to do with your finances, but it has to do with what you devote all of your energy and attention to, your life and soul purpose. Sometimes what we do for a living is not our sole purpose, but it does hold a lot of value in the world. So you may have been a little bit confused and thinking what you did for a living was actually your sole purpose. And you have been, I feel like you've been overwhelmed in this energy of this doesn't feel right anymore. So the illumination, the concept, the reality of what you're meant to do is going to come through right at the end of the month. You've been going through a lot. You've been going through life cycles and the way you look at your finances and changing and growing overall in general. And I feel for a lot of you, it's your belief system that is actually changing. It may have nothing to do with career or relationships in general, but the relationship within yourself. This is a beautiful time for you to realize that whatever you've lost has been part of your life journey. This is part of your forward movement into creating and growing into all of the changes that are happening around us. Change is scary. It is, and it creates a lot of fear, anxiety, guilt, shame. All of these negative energy vibrations come through us when we are faced with change because there's no definite solution right in front of you. There's no positive answer. There's no positive outcome that we can see. We don't know what's on the other side of change. We know that when we've changed in the past, it led us into a place where we felt like we've lost the love of our life. We felt like we lost the career, the just our own self. We felt like we lost our own self. And that's where I think a lot of you are going. If you had been experiencing like lost identity from being overburdened, overworked, and taking on other people's responsibility, that is going to change. You're going to stand up and say the word no and mean it this time. A lot of you are very empathic individuals. You feel other people's energy, you feel their vibrations, and I hope you are watching or listening to my new Ascending Empaths podcast, because that will help you understand a lot of what you've been through and a lot of what you're going to move into in the future. Illumination is going to empower you. This is a beautiful moment for our Capricorns. It really is, especially those of you who have been suffering over a loss. You have the Fool card here, and the Fool card is saying you're going to take a leap of faith because of the strength and courage that you have gained over the last 12 to 24 months, maybe since the age of 12, encountering one thing after another. 1 and 2 are key numbers in your future. 1 and 2 are key numbers in the last 2 weeks of December. Because January is a brand new year where we have to wipe our slate clean in order to start fresh and new. Offers and opportunities are going to fly in. People are going to come in. And you're feeling very confident right now. They're going to test you. They're going to ask you for help. They're going to ask you to listen to them. And that's where you, as an empathic individual, are going to need to understand who you're dealing with. You've transformed, you've changed, you've grown. You become more self-confident than you have in a long time. And for this group of you, you do not want to allow whatever words, I hear the word manipulation. Okay, we've got the 7 of Swords here. I have a deck of cards I'm using also for detail. And this deception that you've encountered, I think a lot of you know this person, you know this organization. And if they did it once, they may do it again. I don't feel they've been influenced by your growth. I don't feel this person has grown to where they're changing. Not now, not yet, but they will after you move forward, after you say no more. I am not going to carry your responsibility. I'm not going to do your job for you. I'm not going to do all your dirty work for you. You cannot manipulate me. It's like this beautiful pulling back every ounce of your being to move into something new. This is really amazing energy because it takes great strength and courage to do that. And you're going to have that strength and courage in these next 2 weeks. And it's going to prove its results in January. You're going to see all of your efforts in the month of January and moving forward. And again, I see between the 3rd and the 10th of January. So that may be a new offer, that may be a new opportunity, but whatever it is, you are starting a new chapter that is going to be filled with excitement and adventure. Your confidence is going to soar and people are going to come to you for advice. So whoever this person was that held a lot of clout, that affected you, this person, this organization, I feel for a lot of you, it is a family member. The information that you're learning about you, about the spiritual elements and the energies and the abilities that we have coming from within as we align ourselves in the mind, the body, and the soul. This is going to excite you more than ever. And some of you are going to move into helping humanity in that way. That may be getting a certification as a psychologist, as a social worker, a degree as a doctor, working for a hospital, starting a nonprofit organization that gives back and maybe helps the veterans or children who have been through domestic violence situations. You see, it's a big deal. It's a very big deal, this upcoming project. So if it isn't your career path that's changing, it's a new project, a new endeavor that is going to be very big in the future. But it does take with it your strength, your confidence, and your inner security in order to make it successful. And it will be successful. So this is a powerful moment for our Capricorns where old feelings, old fears, old secrets are going to be released as the new moon emerges. And that's in this next 2 weeks. So Anything you couldn't see is going to come through. If you need to clear, clear it. If you need to cleanse, cleanse it. I have my cutting cord ceremony. Let's get those cords cut. And if you want to work with me, I am open for private sessions. They will end on the 31st of December. This is that powerful energy where some of you are going to actually communicate with the supernatural. I don't mean negative, although they're always there. We have to deal with both negative and positive, but I mean the positive entities and energies and the universal forces is just going to open you up and complete your whole transformation process. You're going to plan and prepare, and you are seeing beyond what you ever saw before. So if you felt stuck, if you felt like I can't breathe because I'm overwhelmed with everything going on, there is this moment of centering, and it's happening right at the end of December where you're like, I get it, I get it. You see the illumination. The strength and the courage is returning. You were born with that strength and courage. You were born that way. You were born knowing things and not even understanding why. That's why kids are so smart and they call a spade, right? Because they know things. They're told they don't. Society changes them. Society changed you. Families, old belief systems are leaving. And it has this beautiful, powerful, positive energy around you, bringing in vitality and a depth of you that you're going to share with the world. And I'm talking deep. You're going to become a teacher, a leader. You're going to become a healer, a doctor, somebody who holds a lot of influence over people. You have the magician card that just came out in my hand. That's power, but not abuse. It's powerful you because of everything you've been through. You're going to take it forward and you're going to help so many other people. It doesn't matter what you do for a living, if you're retired, if you're a stay-at-home parent. It matters how you apply yourself and the time that you have available. That can make all the difference in the world. And that comes from your inner confidence, your inner knowing. You just know things. This is going to be an incredible turning point for Capricorn, a big turning point that is going to affect you for years to come. Stay very positive, stay very optimistic, and pull back that power and bring it into full force as we start the new year. You guys, I hope you have an amazing next 2 weeks. I send you all blessings and much love and light.